Hi guys, hope you're well. Merry Christmas. It's the night after the day before. How many of you guys are sat there in a freaking cardigan like this? 95%? Right, let's start the show. I'm Andrew, and I'm a watch addict. Right guys, so I am just going to do a very brief compare video on three 40mm watches today. It's Boxing Day, I've got to get back to a bit of Baileys, a bit of red wine, a bit of champagne, a bit of beer, a bit of scotch. All the goodies, pigs in blankets, Christmas cake. I'm just going to get destroyed today on food, drink and cheesy movies. So I hope you've got about 10 minutes to watch this video. It's a good time of the year and it's exciting. So looking at these, Francis and Gay, God, I've said it again. Sorry, guys. Francis and Gay. There, go buy a watch from them. They'll send me more. They've sent me three 40mm watches on leather straps. And I just thought, looking at them, actually, they're all very similar, but they're all very different as well. And I thought they'd make a good comparison video. So I'm not going to go into depth about starts, movements, all that jazz. I'm just going to break it down to when you look at a watch, do you like it, do you not? And what does that involve? Dial, hands, crown, the actual strap itself, the markers, the loop. So we're going to take a close look, but just at the stuff that, stands out ultimately. And I've got three crackers here. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll show you very briefly this way. We've got the Longines Spirit, which is really nice looking. We've got the Mont Blanc 18... Oh, sorry, Ryan. The Mont Blanc there, which is really nice. And one of my personal favourites. I promise I won't just say this is the best. It's the Bremont broadsword in bronze. And look, that's how it gets sent in a vacuum packed seal. So the bronze doesn't, crumble into dust, get stained. It's just weird, isn't it? That they have to protect it like this. All manufacturers of bronze watches do. Why do we buy them? Why do we like bronze watches when there's a risk that they're going to get stained and damaged? The whole point of making a watch out of stainless steel is so it don't get stained. So I'm hankering after a bronze watch. I can't wait to open this and have a proper look at it. And I'm going to probably do a comparison video of my broadsword and this broadsword. But yeah, just strange, isn't it, that we want a what they've spent all these years on stainless steel watches trying to make them unstainable, and then people bring out a watch that's easily stained, easily marked, and people go wild for them. So right, let's flip the camera, take a close look at these three bad boys, and I want to know your thoughts really. My opinion doesn't matter. I'm joking, of course it does. Right, here we are. So just before I started, I did actually physically measure all these just to make sure that they are 40mm and they are. So I think we'll start with this one. I dare touch it in case it oxidise it. Oh, hello. Oh, that is nice. Look at that dial. Oh. Right, Bremont fan here getting a bit moist. Right, so what are we going to start with? We're going to start with comparing three 40mm watches, and we're going to start with the dial. So the Longines Spirit is 1,750. That's the best price one, which is a fantastic price for a chronometer. The Mont Blanc is 2,085, and then this is about £3,000. So this is a step up in value. People will argue about whether it's a step up in quality, but ultimately I think Bremont are they're heading in the right direction as a brand, and it's bronze. So that again is going to be why it's a bit more expensive. I think it's about 2.5. So between 1,750 and 2.5 for the normal Bremont broadsword, you've got a decision to make, haven't you? And we'll start with the Longines dial and the fact that it says chronometer on there. Now you've got to admit, 1,750 for a chronometer is crazy. It's really good value. So it is like a white or a silver speckled dial. I think it does look very tasty, and the markers pop off and they're applied as well, which is a really good thing. I think the red minute secondhand, is quite a nice feature as well. The Mont Blanc, I love that vintage inspired vibe. I think it's a really nice matte black finish dial. And I think ultimately, this is edging it for me, I think, at the moment, but that blue is a bit special as well, isn't it? So the overall look, again, it's just totally down to personal preference. Which one would you choose? I have wanted a gold. Ultimately, I want a gold watch, but bronze is the next best thing, and maybe that is why people are bringing out bronze watches, because it is the next best thing. It gives you that bit of bling and shine without bringing you the price as well. For me, again, this could be again in the lead for the overall look, the simplicity, the vintage vibes. It's got the vintage looking hands as well. I think it's really, really nice thing. This is a mix of modern and vintage, I would say personally. And the Bremont broadsword, that's actually from the Dirty Dozen watches design, but I think because of that blue and that bronze, it's definitely a modern looking watch, isn't it? The markers are only applied on the Longines, which is, again, for the best price, you're getting a chronometer. Longines has got such great heritage as a brand, and applied markers, I think, is a massive deal. The crown, that is a big crown. Now, I like the look of it, but I think comfort, I struggle with the crown on the Bremont broadsword because it looks really nice to look at, but actually it can dig in you and it can scratch you and it's a bit annoying. So possibly, again, I would go down the Mont Blanc route because it's just as nice a looking crown, but it's just that little bit easier to wear. I don't think that's going to dig in or rub you just as badly. The case itself, I think this has got quite long lugs. Again, do you like that kind of thing? Do you not like that kind of thing? I don't know what I'd choose, to be honest. I do like the compact look of the Mont Blanc. I keep going back to that Mont Blanc, so, I mean, they're very similar, aren't they, in case design? And that's got a really narrow lug to lug. I think that's a really nice case design. This is Bremont's first case where it's not a triptych case, this is just a two-part case. I think that looks the business massively as well. Right, action on it. Let's wind it up. Yeah, that's adequate. I'm sure you can hear that. That's 38 power reserve. This is the chronometer. You can tell a massive difference. That is so much more smooth, and I don't know if you can hear it or not, but that is a lot smoother. So Longines wins it so far. And then this one. Oh, similar sort of, seems hard. It's got a bit of plastic flap on there, that's why it's making that noise. It's got that, I don't want to say gritty feel. It's a bit gritty to it. That is a hell of a lot smoother. Those two must have possibly the same movement because they feel very, very similar. So smoother action, chronometer, lowest priced option as well, which is crazy, isn't it? So the thickness of the watches, how bad are they? How good are they? I mean, I'd say the Bremont's the thickest there. I keep coming back to that case design and the look of that watch. I am really, really enjoying that. What else have we got to do? Again, straps is just a preference choice. I think these two are the nicest straps by far. I don't rate that, but I do quite like a vintage-inspired, pre-battered strap, so to speak. So yeah, look at that. That is really nice. And the buckle is decent. Again, that's really nice to feel to it. Buckle a bit more plain on that. And I can't do a smell test for you, but yeah, I am going to. Hang on. Not bad, not bad. Can't really smell that. Oh la la. Oh, God, that is the best strap by far. So, there you have it. On the smell test alone, Bremont wins. The buckle, I think the Bremont wins on the buckle as well. I think it's the nicest looking. Brand, oh, right. Well, you've got to say that Mont Blanc as a brand for watchmaking is going to come last. Now, there's a big argument between Longines and Bremont. I think Bremont are the more modern, prominent watch company at the moment, but you can't argue with Longines, the rage, the heritage, the vast quality that they've had over the years. So again, it's all down to personal preference. I ain't going to bang on for too long. It's Christmas. Ooh, which watch shall I wear to go down and have a nice scotch now? Right, guys, let's go back. Right, so 3 very similar, very different watches. I'm not going to pick out a favourite. I'm not going to pick out any pros or cons at this stage. I haven't even tried any of these watches on. It's just a case that the 40mm watches, and I honestly think there is a place in every collection for just a plain simple 3-hand 40mm watch on a nice leather strap. It's really, all these would be really good on different sort of straps, chopping and changing them, NATO straps. So, I mean, just looking at this Mont Blanc, I might edge it as the number one choice just looking at it. I know a lot of people think Mont Blanc, they make pens, I know that, but, you know, if I had a Gucci t-shirt on and the wife had a Gucci handbag or something, no one's going to go, oh, and say one of them's lesser than the other, because Gucci are known for everything. They're a massive super fashion brand, a high-end fashion brand. I suppose Mont Blanc are heading in that direction. Everything else that Mont Blanc do are extremely good, quality, well-renowned products. So why would the watches be any different? I don't know. Just an idea off the top of my head. Right, guys, it's Boxing Day. This video's coming out. It's not really Boxing Day. I ain't got this for Christmas. I had it for my birthday 2 weeks. Just try and get us all in the festive spirit. It is, in fact, the 22nd of December. Wristwatch check. I'm wearing my number one watch. Probably going to wear it all Christmas. It's just the best. The Rolex Datejust on oyster bracelet. Lovely watch. I give it a proper toothbrush soapy clean the other day, and it came up, I wouldn't say like new because it's still got the scratches, but it actually, I'm really surprised at how clean it came up. So God knows what I'd been walking around with previously. I hope you enjoyed these watches. Big shout out to Francis and Gay. I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic Christmas. I hope you got all the presents you want, but more importantly, I hope you've bought your loved ones some nice presents and you get to see them and spend time with them. I've got my family and my wife and everyone downstairs, well, the kids and the wife downstairs. I won't see my parents on Christmas Day or anything like that, but you know what? I love you all. No, I don't. Merry Christmas. Have a good one.